Now we're going to start doing the sleeves of the costume, since they will be the longest part to accomplish. So what you're going to need is a long sleeve shirt or sweater, and line up the general line up the sleeve portion of the costume and measure it from the wrist to the shoulder and armpit area of the sleeve. So as of right now, I am currently tracing out or measuring the outlining of the sleeves. What I did is I took a black water shirt and I only measured out the outside of the sleeve. Since it's laying on a flat surface, it will be easier to just trace it out and, of course, cut it out easily. And the design I did was that it would be pointed toward the forearm, and it would reach up the side of the forearm, up the side of the forearm to past the elbow, and up to the base of the bicep, to where it meets the main shirt portion of the costume. And it would be very beneficial if I used a a mannequin to measure it to see how it would look, but I don't really have a mannequin, so it's simpler for me to just simply measure it from there. And as you can see, I'm actually flipping it over so that it would actually be mirrored on both sides. This is so that the process is a little bit easier, so I don't have to worry about having to take the sweater again and just like trace it around and cut it. And it's a little bit faster than that. So yeah, just a little easier path. In this process, you can see that I'm actually now tracing out the base of the mask. Um, I actually found this template on Google, so I decided to use it to see how it would look. It's a similar template that I used before when I first started doing masks and stuff like that. I'm using a black marker or Sharpie to try and trace it out, but of course the Sharpie wasn't too well, so the method I used was that I took the front of where it is flat on the template and utilized that to measure out how far to fold it, and then fold it over that line that I didn't cut yet, and then just cut out the other side. So right now you see me just cutting out the exterior of the mask template, and cutting into that triangular spot on the template. That's so that it can actually provide that of T-shaped a T-shaped sewing spot. And the reason for that is so that the wrinkles on top of the mask don't fluctuate a lot, and it also provides a bit more comfort when you put on the mask. Just a little note beforehand, this took me like 3 tries to do. The first one that you see here is one that was my first attempt. The other 2 I did off camera. On the third one, I had a bit of trouble because my sewing machine was being stupid, and I had to constantly take out the lower cartridge for the thread and feed it back through. But yeah, that's okay. So I managed to get the sewing finished for the sleeves of the costume, both sides. And what I actually had to do, if you don't know what the process I took off camera, because I only did the red portion, I took the sleeve, I traced around the outside of the red, well, the interior when it's flat, or the outside when it's flat, but the general interior of the red, and I cut out 4 pieces of the blue fabric the exact same shape, and I sewed it to the red. Then I flipped the entire shirt. Let me show you. I flipped the entire shirt inside out, and I sewed it along the line, trying to match the red pattern, red and blue, onto the red and blue, keeping it as even as possible for both sides. And yes, if you don't keep it steady or flat, it will have some ripples or wrinkles
per se, but all in all, it fits really well. Let me move my camera this way so you guys can get a good view. So, and also, I'm not going to be doing the gloves because I added a thumb slot for the costume. This is so that it's a bit more secured, but I probably will add some probably black gloves onto it. But all in all, this is the base of the costume. It has a lot of space. I know this is a little wrinkly, but it's not that big of an issue. The sleeves are perfect. They go all the way up, and I actually never thought I would actually intend on having a little lip. Well, this one's not there, but because I did this one last, but actually there's actually a lip that leads up to the line here for the back part of the costume. I didn't really intend for that, but it looks really nice, and all in all, the suit is coming together really well. And also, off camera, I also sewed together the mask. It took me a couple tries, it took me 3 tries to do it. The first one was a little too small, it was too snug against my head. The other one wasn't too snug, but the neck wasn't long enough because I realized that the neck portion was lower than usual. This one I had to extend the neck and of course add a extra bit of fabric to the back portion as well as to the front so that it's more flush against my neck. And it took me a couple tries with the third one to ensure that it was the right size because of the fact that I had some trouble with the sewing machine all in all. And yes, you may be wondering if I can breathe out of this. I can. It's just really hard to do so. I guess that's why people use face shields altogether. Which maybe one day I will add a face shield to this. But if you didn't check out the last video, I did make the lenses, which this is what it would look like on the mask. But yeah, that's how I did the mask, as well as the sleeves for the costume. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me see if I can back my camera up so you can see my whole face. If you guys enjoyed the process of this video so far, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And in the next video of this, I will be making the leggings as well as the boots. One quick note is that with the drawing, I actually segmented the shoulders from basically the arms. I didn't do it on this because I felt it would have wasted too much blue fabric, so I decided to keep it all one piece. I like when it's all one stripe, but it was a unique design that I added for the costume. The next video, or off camera, I will draw out the logo and glue it onto the costume, as well as the back logo. I will glue that also onto the back of the I'll glue that onto the back of the costume. But I might probably have to do that with a pillow or something like that. But all in all, this is the process that is going on so far with the Spider-Man costume. And yeah, you can actually tell there are some similarities between this and the No Way Home costume. It being mainly just the metallic blue. I almost said metallic red. The metallic blue and the red. If there was extra red, you can actually tell that it would be more of a classic Spider-Man look if the red in this portion was actually aligned fully. But the only difference is that it's not. And along the lines, you'll notice that the web pattern will actually be very different. So all in all, the costume is coming together really well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.